Good evening, vinyl community. It is, after all, an evening and it's been a long day. I'm selling at the record fair today. If you've watched my last video, you will see what I took. It was a bit quiet, but it was okay. It was good fun with all the other collectors and the people that bought, and did some swapping. Bought a few things, a few different sort of things actually this time, and sold a few things. So without further ado, here, instead of my big egg head, are the things that I got or purchased. And James, I still have the album for you. Ha 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 ha. So, I'll bring it on Saturday. This band, Deerhoof. I seem to remember they had some sort of connection with Radiohead, whether it was the same label or they toured with them. Anyway, a couple of singles by them. This was one. This cost £1. And I noticed the B-side was something to do with Bungalow Bill and the Little Drummer Boy. That grabbed me, as did is a single by them. It's green. To show you this. Get along with little doggies. More a cat person. Right, my pagan, and then like a mother. This is Julian Cope. I've never heard this. This is Brain Donor. I quite like a bit of Julian Cope. This is on the Static Caravan label, and this guy had loads of singles by them, all for £1. I know nothing about them, but he was very helpful, very nice. And I bought something else from him as well. Just a sec. I bought this, a repress, and I just thought this was very interesting. £10 it was. Absolute bargain, he's written. He said it was one of his favourite albums. So I'll have to report back on this. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know, was Alice Coltrane married or related to John Coltrane? I'm that much of a ignoramus. But there's a woman on the front, and there's a harp as well, so I thought it must be interesting, surely. He had a few other things, but I didn't go for them. Some were very reasonably priced, and some were, well, more expensive, but probably what they're worth, I suppose. Okay, 2 for £5 here from somebody. Copy of Japan Quiet Life, which I've never heard. I have limited knowledge of Japan and David Sylvian. And the other album for 2 for £5 was Al Green, the Bell album. It's 1977. I thought, well, might be okay. And then from the same seller, one of these, a few people were surprised that they should have gone through the pound bin, and they didn't. I'm persistent. And that album was this. Apparently this is a guy that did the soundtrack, wrote the theme tune to Jaws. And it's just a very iconic cover this is. I don't know whether I've seen it before or what. But Lalo Schifrin, Black Widow. And this is with a inner sleeve there. I mean, Jaws, that's a great piece of music. If somebody wrote that, then good for them. I did see the film recently, actually. Surprisingly stands up very well, even with the big rubber shark. CTI PS CTI Records, 1976. I don't know. Seeing you all in Leeds, or some of you in Leeds next weekend, which will be brilliant, I'm sure. Mango Groove. I don't know what this is, but just it having some players on it, so it was £1. It could be awful, it could be interesting. It's on a Warner Brothers label. Teal Record Company, 1989. Maybe not the coolest of years, but cannot judge a record by its cover. Some very bad covers turn out to be good, and some very cool covers turn out to be very disappointing, shall we say. This was £1. Never really heard this album at all. I know it's a bit worldy, sort of. His mid 80s, is it? 84, yeah. It's like him and Vangelis. Pick up anything by them, really. Now from a mate of mine, fellow radio presenter on the same channel. These were all £1, but he swapped them for something that I had that he wanted, or thought he'd give a go anyway. So, excuse me a minute. Okay, I have no idea what this is. It's what is that, Mousy Tongue, or I can't remember, but anyway, it's got some creepers on, and it's sort of rock and roll songs on there. I guess it's these guys here. I've no idea, but for £1, he had that for sale before, and I thought I'd give it a go. It would be great if they were singing in Chinese, but I don't know if they will be. This, it had, let's have a look. I think it was recorded in London, but it's some English and then some Hebrew there as well, I think. I don't know what this is, but I have no idea. Oh, here we go. The artist is Rocking Pony, titled Hello, and it was released in 2001. And there's a white label on each side with a flower on it. I love it. Just things for £1. Wow. Slightly beat, but live Isley Brothers album from 1977. Oh, gatefold. That is from one of those labels. It's turning out to be a long video. Sorry. On the Erato label, some medieval music. You might know I do a bit of medieval reenactment at least once a year, going back in time. And I've got some Erato records, Bach cantatas, and they're really beautifully recorded. On the back of this one, there's some instruments, and that actually grabbed me, so I thought I would give that a whirl for £1. Not quite sure what this is, but it was also £1. No idea, in fact. As this is some sort of Christian thing, but it's got, if you look there, there's a promo photo. There's Francis Rossi of Status Quo, and also I think someone called Colin Blunstone is on here, but I couldn't tell you which one that is at all. I've heard the name. This grabbed me as well for £1. It says Smith Perkins Smith. These people, and the reason I got this is on Ireland, and I thought, well, they didn't just sign anyone for Ireland, surely, especially in like 1971 or whenever it was, 1972, sorry. So, yeah, not judge a record by its cover. This is some sort of Christian thing. A guy who apparently evangelized, and then he got his pilot's license, and then he went back to North America. Justin H. Reese. I almost think I've seen the cover to it before, but maybe not. Yeah. They're all religious titles apart from this one, which is Flight 703. Elvis Press Conference. I don't know whether that's particularly a historic one or anything, really. And in a similar ilk, we've got a John Wayne spoken word album. And then the last thing that I've got is picture discs, a big box, and this is a melodic power metal band, Winter Sun, and this is that album from last year called The Forest Seasons. So it's got a live CD as well. Brilliant packaging, but on the back they've just stuck that on the back a bit. So I don't know what we're going to do, whether to more safely secure it, or well, I can't take it off to tear it off, surely. But lovely artwork. You also get picture discs of the record, and also a CD with the lyrics, and it's sort of all about the seasons. Awaken from the dark slumber, spring. The forest that weeps, summer. Eternal darkness, autumn. And winter is loneliness. So it's on Nuclear Blast. That's it. That's my finds. I'll get it back in the box properly anyway. That's 13 minutes. Thanks for watching. Hope you've had a good weekend. And Leeds, here we come next weekend. Yeah, I've never been to Leeds ever. Don't think I know even much about it really. It's about, well, the way I drive, it's about 4 hours north of where I live. 4 or 5 hours north of London, I suppose. Yeah. Industrial northern town, I guess. So I guess we'll be going to well, I know pretty much we're going to a record fair, I think, and maybe shops, or probably we're going to be in the pub. We'll be in the pub, so yeah. See you then. Thanks for watching. Cheerio, bye. Have a good weekend. Have a good week.